Hi, I'm Captain Anny Divya. I am Livaeco GlobalSpa Fit Fab. My fitness mantra is to have a very beautiful, happy, and balanced body as well as mind and soul, and to be calm and to manage your most stressful situations calmly.
You share with us a few details regarding your fitness routine? How do you stay fit and fab in real life?
So I keep flying. As you know, I am an international pilot. I do ultra long haul flights. So I'm flying mostly from Delhi to USA direct flights. They are more than about like 14 hours to 16 hours or more sometimes. So we are very jet lagged. And also first day of it, when I finish my flight, I try and first priority is to rest out your body and mind, and then I would do any of the activities. I would like more outdoor activities when I'm outside India, because like if I'm in Central Park or if I'm in San Francisco, I would like to go for a small trek, where a very light trek or something, because I need to increase my blood circulation and get back to my next flight and be prepared. A bit of meditation and a bit of workout for blood circulation when I'm outstation. And when I come back to India, I do like kickboxing and more of Iyengar yoga and other fitness activities in India.
Wow, wonderful. That's quite a varied matrix. So tell us what inspired you to become a pilot in the first place, Captain. Was it always a
I,
childhood dream or somebody motivated you? What is the reason that you became a pilot?
so people say sky is not the limit, but I would say sky has been my biggest inspiration to start with. I always wanted to be in the sky and see how it feels like to be in the sky and among the clouds and what happens there. So I wanted to be there. And one more thing, when I was growing up, people would say, "Oh, we've been to London, Paris, and different cities," which would really make me feel, "Wow, these are beautiful places. I would like to see." But I don't want to go to one place and stay. I would definitely like to visit them and would like to like keep visiting new places. And I think my job perfectly fits into that. Now I travel around the world and I get I'm lucky enough to come back to our home country often and to be in those places as well. So all these things have inspired me to choose this job.
So you travel the world and you get paid to do that, right? Isn't
Oh,
that wonderful? I think you have the most enviable job in the entire world. Absolutely. So you are the youngest lady pilot, to have captained a Boeing 777. So tell us a few thoughts that you have on the same. What was the feeling like?
so it's been a natural process. Like I worked hard to be wherever I am today as a part of it. I think I'm lucky to become the youngest out of the lot, but I've also been lucky to be in right place and right time to be here. Rest, I do come from a very humble background to where I've reached a lot. When I look back, yes, it is big achievement, not in terms of competing with anybody, but my own journey has been from zero to where I am today. I don't have any aviation background, to knew nothing about flying to I'm an international pilot today. So it's a very beautiful journey. I had my own part of like hardships. So when I achieved it, I am very thankful that I've been strong in my tougher times.
Okay, you mentioned the word hardship, so I wanted to take off from there. It's a male-dominated profession. So have you faced any challenges in that respect, and how have you combated it?
It is definitely a male dominated profession, but my hardships are totally, the personal development, because I
Okay.
come from a background where I wasn't in English. I wasn't fluent in English when I started with two. My job or my profession absolutely needs that. So struggles with
Right.
the language barriers and differences, and any of the professions where girls would face coming from a smaller town to a bigger place or city, those kind of differences at very young age. I started at 17. The fellow pilots who were with me were from better backgrounds, and there was also age difference. They were about 23, 24. I'm 17. So I had difficult times adjusting to that and to come up. I was made a lot of fun about like a lot of things, but I'm glad I got over this. That's how I could even become, because I was younger there. I was youngest at every stage. because I've been mentally stronger, I could also become youngest 777 captain. I think there's a reason for whatever you go through, and it's all for greater good.
Yes, absolutely. I think you're immensely talented and extremely confident as well. You've got a fantastic personality, and that really shines through. And I'm sure you've put in a lot of hard work, and that hard work is absolutely evident. So you mentioned that you started out at the age of 17. You were amongst the youngest. I wanted to ask you, what was your experience like when you took your first flight? What was that feeling in your heart? How did you feel when you captained, when you piloted
Iron
an aircraft for the first time?
So ironically, I have never been in aircraft before. The first time I entered the aircraft was to learn how to fly. So that was my ever
Wow.
air itself, is to learn how to fly. So I was in the pilot seat in the first time ever, so it was amazing. I went into the sky. That's the place I've been looking at from my childhood, that I want to be there one day. I went to my mom and said, one day I want to fly like a bird. And she's like, you don't have wings, you got to earn one. So, and you can earn one when you become a pilot. So that's how I went for pilot training and all. And the day I went and I could actually be in that aircraft like a bird in the sky, I came back, that particular sortie finished, I came back. Entire night, I could not get over the feeling that I'm still in sky. I was like still flying all throughout the night and day.
What a beautiful, surreal feeling. So tell me something, which is your favorite travel destination in the entire world?
Right now it's New York. I've been liking New York a lot because I think I've been in more calmer places earlier through my time while doing my flying school and where I started my flying, and later even because we've been flying to different destinations. New York has a lot of this energy, what even Mumbai has. The workforce and the energy really drives a lot and quite
Yes.
inspiring. So I think I really like New York at this point of time.
So is there any place that's on your bucket list where you want to go and haven't been so far?
Yeah, there are lots of places, but I would like to go to Istanbul and Iceland. That are my on immediate bucket list. The world is so beautiful and such huge parts. How much ever you travel, it's less, and they're always going to be listed on, like, if you make one.
Absolutely, absolutely. I agree with you. So how is it that you choose to unwind when you want to relax and de-stress? How do you manage to do that? What is it that you like to do?
So after flight, we're totally tired, so we just go off to sleep and everything. But also, we catch up with our colleagues out stations and we visit the clubs outside because we get to be in different places. I would like to experience the place, the weather, the food, culture, and a lot to learn. Travel is learning, so I keep getting to learn. It's beautiful. Unwinding is actually experiencing more beautiful things, is what helps me unwind. And when I come
Lovely.
back to India, because I have a busy schedule, catching up with my friends and relatives and like whomever I could to the possible times, that helps me unwind.
So this is how you're able to bring in a sort of balance between your professional and your personal life. Like by being a little systematic in your approach, you probably catch up with your friends when you're traveling because most of them would be colleagues, right? With your packed schedules.
I have a lot of friends in Bombay, luckily, from different backgrounds and different professions.
Wonderful. Great. So you're quite a cosmopolitan mix yourself. All thanks to the exposure levels that you've got throughout the world, during the course of your career. So, what is that one piece of advice that you would like to give to all young, aspiring aviators?
I would say aviation needs a lot of patience and persistence. These two things are key because aviation, what happens, there are a lot of jobs at a time and then there are no jobs. If you're not passionate about it and you get into it and you're not persistent, it can be difficult to wait through when you have to lot your training period to finish or waiting for simulators or even for job. These are the usual hurdles which like the younger generations would come in and face. And for girls, a lot of people in the country still thinks that like being a girl, it's difficult to be pilot. It's not. You have to get out of your own way to achieve anything in life. So you don't be your own obstacle. You can definitely do it and do it very well. India is having the largest female like commercial pilots percentage more than any part of the world, so we can definitely do it very well.
Wonderful. And what does the concept of wellness mean to you, Captain Annie?
Wellness means in many terms. Firstly, most importantly, it means to me mental health. Because when you feel good, you will hit the gym, you will balance out your physicals, like wellness and everything. But that's comes secondary. I feel the mental wellness, the way you feel about things. Different things will happen to us, but how we react to it is extremely important. So if we could have a bit of balance of how we react to things, our wellness journey will be good to start with. And that's how we, even when we go to work out, even the results are happening to you or not happening to you, everything depends on how you're reacting. So again, patience and persistence again will be helpful even in the fitness journey.
Okay, wonderful. That's a great pearl of wisdom for all of us here. I wanted one last comment from you. Sustainable fashion and a sustainable lifestyle, conscious eating, clean plates, etc., has become the anthem now. I want your personal comment on a sustainable lifestyle. Are you making an effort to lead a sustainable lifestyle? Like one of our key sponsors, Livaeco, is quite at the forefront, sustainable fashion. So, what is your comment on that? I can see you're very well turned out, and I'm sure you invest, rightfully so, a good amount of time in putting your looks together, which I think is absolutely fantastic, and you score full marks on that account. So, what would be your comment on sustainable fashion or on a sustainable lifestyle? Do you make any effort on your part to bring in any elements of a sustainable lifestyle?
So regarding sustainable fashion, I totally love khadis and what's made in India, and especially made in India products. And if we can wear it fashionably, I love linens. In fact, some of the times I wear linen saris even to the airports when I'm traveling passenger. Of course, I love Indian clothing. Apart from sustainable lifestyle, when it comes to that, has a great part in my life. I use like only cold pressed oils. In fact, my mom dad makes cold pressed oils at home. We make our turmeric chili powder at home. We like
Wow.
clean eating. The 70% of the food I believe like will be clean if you eat your oil and your turmeric chili powder clean, because that's what you'll put in your food every day, whatever you're eating. So I try and make that clean in my food. My parents personally take care of that. So yeah, I am making a lot of effort into that to eat right.
Great, that's absolutely fantastic. So that brings us to the end of our conversation, and I've really enjoyed chatting with you, Captain Annie. It's been an absolute pleasure to have so many takeaways, and I'm sure all our viewers, readers, listeners would have enjoyed this conversation a lot. Congratulations once again on winning the award, and we shall see you at the venue soon enough. Thank you, Captain.
Thank you. It was
Have a
pleasure
great day.
talking to you.